All right, folks, Dan Bidondi here for TruthRadioShow.com. Today is Friday, September 28th of 2018. Now, I just want to talk about some things that happened yesterday. The Judge Kavanaugh issues and, the whole testimonies that took place before the Senate and some corruption here in Rhode Island. So just waiting a couple of seconds for people to log on. It's a miserable morning here in the state of Rhode Island. As you can see, it's like rainy and crap here. So we're definitely in the fall process here. But anyway, guys, let me just jump into this here because I'm going to post this on YouTube as well. The Judge Kavanaugh hearings were all day yesterday, and I just want to say one thing. Everybody knows I'm independent. I'm not biased. But after this, after seeing this, okay, you've seen these three ladies testify, Mrs. Ford testify, inconsistent stories they have. Like I said yesterday. What's up, Tom? What's going on, brother? Yeah, it is too early for this crap. But, yeah, the inconsistent stories from these women, okay, and it's creating a race war. I mean, it's just disgusting. You have these, like, grotesque women out there. I don't want to say too much before I get kicked off of Facebook, but the left woman, and the far left ain't woman at all, if you ask me. But anyway, they're harassing politicians, Ted Cruz and all these other people. But anyway, this whole Judge Kavanaugh thing is being pitted by the mainstream media and the establishment left to get men and women fight with each other. And here's the whole thing, okay? They got this poor guy up there crying his eyes out. And not many men cry like that. And they have destroyed this guy's family, his friends. They're all being attacked and everything else about this issue. Here's the whole thing, okay? This is going to be the implode, the destruction of the far left. It's going to be the destruction come November. And I strongly feel it's going to be a red slide. And because, especially when the people start finding out the truth, when it comes to finding out that Brett Kavanaugh had nothing to do with any of that crap. All right, and when they come to find out he's innocent from all the stuff, and he will be appointed as Supreme Court judge. And when it happens, okay, the left is going to explode, okay, because they're imploding already. If you look at it, right, they try so bad with the racial wars to get everybody fighting. Oh, we need the blacks on our side, even though they're the ones who push black abortions. They're the ones who funded the KKK. But yeah, they try to create these race wars, political wars, and they're failing. They're failing. Yes, the mainstream media shows people out there, but to the population of the country, they're failing miserably. People are starting to see through the bullshit that the only time you see racism is when you turn on the damn mainstream media. They cause the racism. So they know they're failing, so they have to come out with the sex war to get people, men and women, fight with each other and all that. To turn this guy into a political issue, 38 years or whatever the hell it is, 30-something years, just now they're coming out, like I said in the video yesterday, just now they're coming out with this crap. Really? You know what I mean? And the stories don't add up. Mrs. Ford saying she was talking to a friend on a cell phone back in 1983, and everybody knows cell phones went for $35,000, $4,000 minimum for a cell phone. And I don't care if you're wealthy, you and your buddy are not going to be talking on the phone in your college dorms, whatever, on a cell phone back then. And it's just so many inconsistent stories. The other one that testifies that she admitted that she was at several of these sex parties. I think she said she was at least at 10 of them. That right alone, I mean, the court of law, if anybody in the court of law, anybody that knows the judicial system, okay, these people would be ripped up to shreds. Especially when questioned by the prosecutors, ripped up to the shreds, plain and simple. Judge Kavanaugh never changed the story, never contradicted nothing. And I really do, and I guess when I said yesterday, I don't know, whatever, and I'm trying to be unbiased, but the guy is legit. You can see it in his eyes and spirit and everything else. The guy is legit. And what they're doing is disgrace. And I want to say this to the Democratic Party, the far left scumbags, okay? You just sealed your own death warrant. You just did, because now the entire country is now seeing your desperation to dethrone Trump, your desperation to have a blue wave. Well, that blue wave just got flushed down the toilet because the entire country is seeing the pathetic disgustingness, nonsense that you son of a bitches, you slimy scumbags, okay, of the far left, are doing, okay? You cannot go accuse a man for rape 28 years later. The CNN producer, forgot the guy's name, he was calling his classmates from years ago, all the female classmates, trying to get other people, pay him off or whatever have you, to have him come testify against Kavanaugh. They're trying to destroy this man's life because he will make a great Supreme Court justice. That's why. And people say, well, you know, it takes all these years because of the emotional distress. Bullshit. Plain and simple. It doesn't take all these years, okay? It's because this woman wanted her 15 minutes of fame. She wanted money, and they promised her money, promised her 15 minutes of fame, and she got it. But now the Democratic Party's going to implode right in their own faces, plain and simple. And it's so disgusting, it really is. And speaking of disgusting, we had the Rhode Island governor's debate yesterday. Gina Raimondo, the Democratic incumbent, and Alan Fung, the Republican nomination, and independent Joseph Trillo. Well, anyway, Gina Raimondo is demanding that Fung and Trillo take a stand if they side with Kavanaugh or not. Like that has anything to do with running the state of Rhode Island, you stupid witch. You know, this girl is such a retard, and I don't care about political correctness. Facebook can kick me off. I'll start a new account. I don't give a rat's ass, okay? She's such a moron, okay? And anybody that votes for her, you're a bigger moron. So, our Governor Gina Raimondo, the Council of Foreign Relations witch, okay, is demanding that Alan Fung and Joseph Trillo to take a stand if they support Kavanaugh. Now, again, like that has anything to do with running the state of Rhode Island, you stupid wench. Okay, the woman that claimed that she fixed all the potholes, the woman that claimed that she got the jobs at Electric Boat. No, Donald Trump pushing his military budget got the jobs at Electric Boat because they expanded the military to build more subs. Had nothing to do with Gina Raimondo. Jobs on the market. No, it's not you, Gina Raimondo, it's taking false claims. It's Donald Trump. And it's so ridiculous, really is. And she's making all these false claims. Then she come out with this stupid cockamanian video. This is how stupid, moronic her people are. They filmed Providence, right? The shithole that Providence is under Mayor Elorza. They filmed parts of Providence and said it was Cranston. Look what Alan Fung did to the city of Cranston. And when you look at the video, you gotta laugh because the video is of Providence, the shithole that it is. And I can say that I was born in Providence, I grew up in Providence. I can say Providence, Rhode Island is a shithole. Not because of the people, because the scumbag mayor, Elorza, that's running it, and the biggest scumbag governor that's above him. So they filmed Providence, Rhode Island, and said it was Cranston. And when you go through Cranston, folks, Cranston's pretty good. I live in Cranston, and Cranston is a pretty good city. And Alan Fung, I wish him the best luck, so with Joe Trillo. I hope either one of them destroy Gina Raimondo. I just hope both of them can work together and say, hey, all right, I'm going to get behind you, Joe. I'm going to get behind you, Alan, and I'm going to have my people vote for you. It'll be a landslide. People are starting to see through the mess, the bullshit, okay? And the Rhode Island people are starting to see through Gina Raimondo's crap. They really are. Then she comes out last-ditch attempt to make a video against Alan Fung to say, oh, he's a Trump supporter. Like that has anything the hell to do with running the state of Rhode Island. Who gives a rat's ass? I'm a Trump supporter. You got a problem with it? You know what I mean? You stupid wench. Well, let's not talk about that, though. How she's a Hillary Clinton supporter. She's best friends with Hillary Clinton. She had her bags packed for Washington, D.C. She had no intentions of running for the state of Rhode Island at all. Governor again for re-election. No intentions. She had her bags packed. She was going to Washington, D.C. with Hillary Clinton. She's best friends with the Clintons, good friends with the Obamas, a Council of Foreign Relations globalist pig that she is. And, people are that dumb if they're going to vote for her. They really are. And I want to get into the Republican side, okay? And again, I must stress before I say this. The great people who are running Republican that I support, this does not reflect them. I'm talking about the scum, who the rhinos here in Rhode Island, at the very top, who do not give proper people the support they're supposed to have. My good friend Sal Caiozzo, he's running for Congress against Jim Landry. So you would think that the Republican Party, and then nothing against Fung, nothing against Flanders. I wish them. I'm actually supporting them to win. Flanders for Senate and Fung or Trillo to win governor. And both great, all great people. So nothing against them. So the other day, they gave volunteers and all the money and everything else to help these guys out, and that's a good thing. But they didn't do that for Sal Caiozzo, who's running against a congressman that's been here for 18 years, that has a damn good shot of winning. They didn't do that for him. Well, they did it for the last candidate they supported, but they're not doing it for Sal Caiozzo, which is bullshit. And I can't wait to confront these rhinos. I really can't, because they're the ones who I think they're bought and paid for, if you ask me. And I'm a little tired here, so my rant's a little off, and it's rainy, it's crappy out. And this here represents the state of Rhode Island, folks. Right there, this is the state of Rhode Island, because the corrupt scum that run it and the top of the Republican Party make it that way. People say, oh no, it's a blue state. It's not a blue state. You look at the majority of voters here in Rhode Island are all independent. The majority of voters, by far, are independent, unaffiliated. The second biggest is the Democrats, yes, and then Republicans is not too far behind. So it's not a blue state. It's because the Republican Party at the top makes it that way. They don't get behind with the people that's supposed to. They don't do jack shit. And if you think you're running for office, folks, run as independent or run as a Republican on your own system. You don't need the Rhode Island Republican Party, because they talk candidates out. They tell you, we need people to run. We need people to vote. But when you do run, you get threats from your own people. My cousin Ronald Andrewchuk, running for state representative against Charlene Lima, he gets threats. He gets all this bullshit from people within their own Second Amendment coalition. You know, it's like, they didn't threaten him, but they were like trying to talk him out of it. And you know what I mean? And you know, it's freaking crazy. It really is. It's a cutthroat operation. That's all it is. And oh yeah, but we need people to run. We need people to run against the Democrats and all that. But when you do, you get people talking you out of it, of your own freaking party. Or you get people threatening you like a bunch of damn cowards that they are. You know what I mean? It's so disgusting here in Rhode Island. It really is. And this is the swamp, folks. Because, again, the only reason why it's the blue state, because it's the top of the Republican Party's fault. Plain and simple. Those scumbag rhinos who run the operation. They work hand in hand with the Democrats. They're bought and paid for, paid opposition. That's what they are. That's why a good, honest candidate, they had, I forgot his name, that ran the Republican nomination 2 years ago for Congress against Jim Landrigan. They didn't want to touch Sal Caiozzo with a 10-foot pole. Sal went out and got the endorsement from Ron Paul and the National Liberty Caucus. Then, boom, all of a sudden, the Republican Party went out, oh, we're interested in you, Sal. But, yeah, we're going to nominate you, but we're going to tell you what to do. We're going to not give you money, okay? We're not going to give you some volunteers. You're on your own, but they did it for the last guy. You know what I mean? It's so disgusting, because the thing is, Sal Caiozzo, he's not an establishment candidate. That's why. He's not rich. That's why. They're doing the same thing to Paul Pence, and who's running for lieutenant governor here in Rhode Island. Great guy. He's a Republican. You couldn't ask for a better lieutenant governor. He'll make that seat much better. It's useless right now, but he will make that seat valid. But they're doing the same exact thing to that guy. They're not giving him the money because he's not rich. Then you have people like Ken Block out there in Rhode Island, who somehow, someway became the media guru of Rhode Island. Mind you, he lost 2 elections, but he became the media guru of Rhode Island because he's got all this money, he's got a technology company, whatever. So he says, you know, who's valid, who's not. I mean, all this is going to come out, folks, after the election. Names and everything else are going to be said. Full details. Me and a few other people who are Republicans, okay, we're going to come out and expose the scumbags, the rhinos at the top of the Republican Party. And this shit's going to come to an end and then quick. In 2 years from now, the next election, things are going to change. These rhinos are not going to be running the show no more. And I want that to be made very clear. The rhinos are not going to be running the show in the Republican Party no more. There's going to be a new reformation Republican Party started. I'm independent. I stay independent. But folks, there's a lot of great Republicans here in Rhode Island who are truly independent. But unfortunately, Rhode Island, you need to be red or blue to even stand a chance in hell. Because the whole system's screwed. It really is. It really is, folks. But this is probably going to cut out over here. Why don't I want to run for office? I am going to run in 2 years. I wanted to run this year, but due to my living situation in between homes and districts or whatever. But I do plan on running in 2 years. My state representative is a great person, so I'm not running against him. Probably state senator or some more form like that. But I do want to run, and I will run. And man, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to make their lives a living hell in the state house. Anybody that's passing anti-gun legislation like Tansy and all these damn progressive scumbags, okay, I will make their lives a living hell. And this is going to cut out here. And anyway, I just want to end this here, and I want to put my opinions and my thoughts of what's going on here in Rhode Island. Anyway, guys, Dan Bidondi, TruthRadioShow.com, at Twitter, at Dan Bidondi. God bless.